Well, hey there, and welcome back for another Secondhand Opinions video. I'm Jason Alderman, the internet's favorite fat mouth, fat ass, bringing you fat stacks of fucked facts. And today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the scuttlebutt and rumors, etc., and the crazy ideas I'm seeing thrown around the news and social media about how America wants to move forward in dealing with their police. Hearing a lot about defunding and hearing a lot about abolishing the police department. And I want to tell you guys why I think that's just absolutely fucking insane. I think you're dumb as shit if you want to remove your only protection from the tyrants that you live near. All of this shit going on, all of this accusations of racisms and hatreds and shit, you don't believe that you have tyrannical, evil people living near you? People who would just take every opportunity to come and hurt you if they could, and there were no repercussions? Let's get into this shit, because some of y'all are pretty fucking dumb. So defunding. When it comes to defunding the police, all you're going to do is hurt yourselves, and here's why. Defunding means less tools, means less than lethal ways of deterring crime. Means cops are going to rely on their guns and bullets a lot more. Bad idea, isn't it? Cops with less body armor get trigger itchy, a little faster. Cops with no radios don't have dependence on backup, so they shoot a lot faster. Cops with no beanbags only shoot bullets. Cops with no taser guns only shoot bullets. You know, take away their funding. Probably not a good idea. Less funding means less training and education. Well, it seems to me that anybody who's gone to a class on concealed carry handgun or defensive handgun usage and whatnot knows that goddamn, just because you got a gun doesn't make you safe or smart. You better learn how to use that thing. You better learn how to not use that thing. Training and education are dramatically important in any violent undertaking. Whether you expect violence or not, you're engaging in a situation that violence is reasonably expected to occur. You want training and education, and you want those individuals who are engaging in that space to be trained and educated. Taking away their funds means more stupid cops with less time learning how not to use that gun. Less time learning how to properly restrain an individual. Less time learning why, in theory, you don't kneel on the neck of somebody for 8 minutes. You want them being less educated and less trained because you've taken away their funds? Seems like a recipe for disaster to me. Less opportunity for reform. If you take away their money, then the individuals who are involved are getting paid less, etc. They don't care as much. They don't have a driving goal, force, or value. I mean, some cops obviously become cops because they want to do good and protect their citizens, etc., etc. The ones who you're all clamoring about must be the evil ones, right? So if we obviously have evil cops, you want to put them out on the street with less opportunity for reform, less education, less training, and less tools. That's really what you're going to say is going to make your neighborhood safer? You're smoking fucking something, guys. So how about this? Let's move on from defunding and to abolishing. With no one to protect you, anyone who has ever been wronged by you, been jealous of what you have, your car, your girl, etc. Any racist or classist will now be able to target you with impunity and no repercussions. You'll be left to defend yourself from these individuals, and they will see you as a target. You've made hell or high water to make people hate you. Some of them took the bait. Some of them swallowed the shits. The media, wanted you to make enemies out of yourselves, so you did. There are people out there waiting for an opportunity to burn down your house or fuck up your business or come stroll through your neighborhood with baseball bats or whatever. You want to give way to those people and no extracurricular activity to defend you with? No alternative defense force? Just you and your home with your guns and your family? Or probably no guns because you're leftists? So you're going to wait for the criminals and the bad people to show up at your house and take advantage of you? And you're going to vote to do away with the only people that are there to try and help you through this situation? Like you want gun control. You want to get rid of all the guns and the people. You want to give the guns to the police, although you think the police are the ones who are doing all this stuff and you want to abolish the police. You realize that just means the criminals now run wild and they're the only ones with guns. Well done. That's a fucking dumbass idea to me. Sounds fucking pretty stupid to me. So abolishing the police just makes you a target and doesn't provide any repercussions for the folks who've targeted you. Yeah, that sounds bright. People fired from their jobs as police officers are going to want revenge. Where do you think they're going to look to get that revenge? You think they're going to go beat up each other? No. They're going to come find the people who caused them to be fired, who caused them to be evicted, etc., to lose their income and not be able to feed their children. And they're going to know that the only people who were meant to protect them are them. They're all fired now. No one to stop them. But you hope. Except for at least they're trained to some degree. Sounds pretty fucking dumb to me. Immoral people will take advantage. People not too dissimilar from myself, but have no moral fence, barrier, guidelines, or boundaries to becoming a tyrant. I'm 6'3" and 300 pounds. Physically, I have an advantage. I started martial arts young in life, trained in firearms and other martial weaponry. I have an advantage over many people in the combat world. It's not a brag. That's just to say if you take the same guy and remove his moral compass, he becomes your tyrant. Do you really want roving bands of armed 350-pound men cruising around your neighborhood who don't give a shit about you, want to usurp any valuables or control the environment? Brings me to my next point. Your neighborhood will now belong to the most well-armed, most ruthless group in your city. These individuals will band together for the mutual benefit of the value of it, divide the city up like mafioso dons, and they'll rule over the entire town with an iron fist. Each of them splitting up all the ill-gotten goods, the money, the drugs, the resources, etc., and all the citizens will live in squander and in shitty places unless they ingratiate themselves to the new leadership thugs. Where does this sound like a good idea at all? How the fuck do you morons come up with this shit? Do yourself some good, hard soul searching and thinking about what you really want out of your society. Whether you want to reform the evil in your town or grow it like a frickin' chia pet. You decide, people. Well, let's all pretend like our opinions matter. Leave that shit in the comments below. And remember, this is BitChute, YouTube, so do all the things.